tracks. Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm your host, Shawn. I started that way. I started that off real bad. All right, look. Life's been kind of crazy, so I'm kind of off my rails here. But I am Shawn Wayne, and this is Thought Process. I'm your host, and I'm still messing up. And here's Dylan.
You're doing great. Keep up the good work.
There we go. Today we've got a special guest for you guys. Dope loading screen. Feels like GTA loading screen. Hey, thank you guys. That's awesome. I tried to build that the best I could. But today we've got a pretty awesome guest joining us today. He's a local musician. Sorry, I cannot talk. And he's pretty close friends. We've known him for a very long time, and we've all actually, me and him have lived in the same area pretty much our entire lives. And then he went to school with Dylan, I believe. So, ain't that right, Dylan?
Trade school. Trade
school. That's what it was. We all went to trade school together. But introducing Jessie Priest.
What's up?
Hey, glad you could. How you doing today? Glad you could join us.
Good. Thank y'all for having me.
I know it's kind of it wasn't really short notice. We planned it like a week.
A week in
advance. Yeah, something like that. We go live every Monday, and last Monday we were live, and we were talking to Jessie on the live, which was awesome. And also thank you guys for the tremendous support that you give us when we're live. Because we can't do this without you guys watching, the podcast and stuff like that, and giving us the watch time that we need in order to continue on this stuff. So, especially like Jessie, thank you. You was watching last time for a very long time.
Hit us with a Kellen Keller right out the gate.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know enough about that.
Yeah. So it's really awesome to actually get to talk to you guys in chat and then have you on the podcast. So that's awesome. How you doing today, Jessie?
Good, man. Just been hanging out and doing laundry.
Did a lot of that yesterday.
I've got a mountain of laundry at home, bro. I hate it so much. Am I the only one that just throws it onto the couch and just...
Mine's on the bed.
Mine's on the dresser. I have a dresser in the laundry room, and it piles on top.
I will pull it out of the dryer, and I will walk it over to my couch and throw it down, and it is literally just a pile of laundry.
That's where it lives.
That's where it lives.
Mine's on the bed, so I have to make myself do it.
Yeah.
I want to go to bed. I got to get the... We'll just throw it on the dresser. And
that does make sense.
But with 3 kids, you kind of got to spread it all out.
Yeah.
Stack it.
I was at my buddy's house the other night, and he has a crib that they don't use anymore, and it's full of clothes. It is overfull of clothes. It is actually crazy.
Cheating.
Luckily, the wife last night she folds her laundry and stuff, and I'm just like, I just put mine in a pile because I'm gonna put it on the dresser.
Yeah.
Nobody goes in the laundry room. It's not like it's the laundry room.
Yeah. So, we have like a ton of baskets too, and it's I don't know. It's just freaking. It's everywhere all the time. I have a lot of clothes hung up, but like the clothes that I wear on an everyday basis, this just like stays on the couch, and then I just I'll get up in the mornings. I'm always like running late, because I stay up too late. So I'll just get up, walk over there, grab my clothes, sort them out, and just go.
Yeah, you're already ready.
Yeah. Exactly. Everything's just right there, ready to go. So.
And you have your favorite outfits.
Exactly.
With the kids, we have so many socks. We just gave up on trying to mate socks. There's so many different kinds. We have a basket with just everybody's socks in the basket, and you're like, just dig the basket, find your pair. They ain't got a match or nothing.
What about socks?
Oh,
they disappear.
They do. I've lost.
Where do they go?
100 pairs this year probably already.
Dude, this is the first year I've kept socks.
Really?
Yeah. I have a legit drawer full of socks that I bought last year at income tax time. And I just bought two packs. I got 20 pairs of socks. Dude, I have so many socks, bro.
You just think you kept them all.
Right. I always tell Emily just throw them all away and just buy the exact same pairs. Just have plenty that match.
Yeah.
And then we'll have plenty. But man, I think the dryer eats them. I think there's a secret chamber in there. They just dissolve away and blow out, or I don't know.
It's like with us.
It don't make any sense.
Music guitar picks.
Yeah.
I don't know where they go.
Really?
But you'll get like a brand new, like 20 pack of socks. You wear them all week, and like the next week you get like 1 or 2 pairs back. You're like, where'd the
I
other
don't think I ever lose
15
socks.
go?
I have a drawer dedicated for socks. Like I don't think, and they all look good. Like this is the first year I haven't wore socks out. I don't know what the deal is.
Just sitting in your rolly chair over there.
Hey, you shut up. I ain't choose your career.
It's hard to wear socks in a rolly chair.
Get the steps in.
It's hard to wear. It's hard to wear out socks when you're just sitting in a chair all day long.
Driving.
Marketing.
Got the
I don't
driving
like socks.
My daughter don't like socks.
I'm not a fan.
She don't like the stitching in the toes. It drives her crazy.
I just don't.
Really?
I don't like them either.
That's crazy. The
I've never
stitching
liked
in the
them.
toes. I know. I understand where she's coming from because I feel it all the time.
Yeah.
The only time I ever felt comfortable in a pair of socks was, do you guys remember toe socks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were a thing back in the day.
Yeah.
Those worked
Get 'em
out
between
well.
your toes.
I even had the toe
Toe
shoes.
shoes.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
No.
And my brother used to work in them things. It was like aquatic toe shoes.
Yeah, they
He'd
were
wear 'em to
killer.
work. I'm like, man, that don't seem like it's safe.
Way better than Crocs.
Yeah.
You said and it reminded me. You was talking about guitar picks and how people lose them all the
yeah.
time and stuff. It reminded me of what was it called, Youthquake
Mm-hmm.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, me and Dylan's been there. I have a couple of guitar picks that they threw into the crowd from Youthquake.
Oh,
I
really?
used to go to all those. The Winter
What?
Jam and
Yeah.
the
Wasn't it what
Youthquake
Youthquake
and-
that came to Coleman? It was at the fairgrounds. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, that was
Yeah. I think it was what's his name?
It was
Shane.
Shane. Yeah.
Shane did those too.
Quick. Yeah, he done those.
Now this was
Long time
this was
ago.
this is
No.
back when high school.
This,
days.
he was,
yeah.
he's the one I think that brought all that into Coleman.
really.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And then
I still
before-
have my tickets to it. You know,
Before
where you get
that,
at
it
the
was
door.
That's wild.
yeah.
was it
I'm a hoarder, bro.
101.1? When 101.1 was a Christian
Yes.
station,
Yeah, I think
they used to
so.
have
Yeah.
a concert in Coleman too.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was called.
I've still got all that.
Mm.
I keep it like in a safe because it was
Little
like
memorabilia.
yeah, because I've got like the tickets from Youthquake, my ex-girlfriend's tickets from Youthquake, the guitar picks that they threw out in the crowd that we caught. Like we got all that still, or I have all of it.
Wish I could find my old Pokemon cards. That'd be good. I've got a bunch of old stuff, but like little coins and knickknacks I had over the years, and
Yeah,
but I can't find my Pokemon card.
it would be
Mm.
worth
It
so
disappeared.
much money now.
Yeah.
I had.
It's ridiculous how expensive they are.
Yeah, you should like if we ever have. So season 2 will be at our own studio at my house. We're building. Me and Dylan are building a studio there. If you ever come over, I'll show you my collection. I have like a 4 or 5,000 card collection of Pokemon. It's insane.
Oh, really? That's
It is
crazy.
absolutely insane.
Me and you were in the same boat. Because, like, we
I
grew up
collected
in that
them.
first gen era.
Yeah.
And,
Right when they dropped.
man, I have a ton of them in binders.
Same. I had a
Just can't find them.
like a gallon Ziploc bag full of the like duplicates and not good ones, and then all the rest of them were in my binder. I keep the good ones in my binder.
Oh, the other day, though, we were looking for them, and I found... You remember Burger King did the promo with the 24 karat gold?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I
I
used to have
found
all
all
of
mine.
Really?
Yeah, I found mine.
Yeah, they're not worth
Oh.
anything now. I looked
They're
them up.
not?
Even with the box and everything, they're worth like $15 a piece or something. They're not
Aw,
because they mass
that's-
produced them. There were
Yeah.
so many of them.
It's still cool, though.
Yeah,
know,
it's
but
like,
they
still
were cool.
Yeah.
I got them out the other day. I was like, that's
Do you ever remember? I don't know if you guys did this, but the Fielden. Yeah, I bought Travis. He said I bought all his. Travis had like, I think he had like 1,000 or so, I can't remember how many he had. He had a bunch, and I bought all his Pokemon cards one time. And then shout out to there's like a card guy in Coleman. I don't remember like his exact name, but it's Coleman Cards, Coleman Sports Cards.
Mm-hmm.
He gets like people will come in and trade like old Pokemon cards for like baseball cards and stuff like that. And I always go in there and like I always spend like $400 every time I go in there. It's ridiculous. But do you, I don't know if you guys ever did this. Do you remember the old Field and Stream tapes that they used to send out all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And they sent you like a hunting medallion.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
got like I still got mine. They give me the VHS, and I still got the VHS as well. I kept all of it.
Old school.
As it really is. It's old, about as old school as it gets.
I
Right
haven't
there.
thought about that in a long time.
Yeah,
Field and Stream.
I've still got my
Yeah.
like my fishing like the little thing they send you that it's like a little sticker that you can put on your windshield. It's like the little fishing. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's old school. I still got that too. It's in my safe. I have to get all of it out and show you. It's so cool. But I'm a hoarder, bro. I keep all that old stuff.
Me too.
I had some of it for a while, but then when I moved around a bunch, I know Dad like remodeled the old house, turned it into a woodworking shop. So a bunch of stuff got shifted around and gotten rid of. Then my brother got some of it, so I don't know where everything is now.
I was gonna ask you about how the woodworking shop's going over there.
He's just been working like doing the safe solar boat dock stuff now.
That's what that's why I was gonna ask, because I know he's doing that with. Shout out to your dad, the safe solar boat docks. He installs lights and anything electrical solar on your boat dock, so you don't run into electrical problems on a boat dock, right?
Yep, it's all low voltage boat lifts, the lights. It's got like rail lights and buoy lights and all kinds of different lights, but it's all low voltage. There's no inverter. It's all low voltage.
Does he do
and it's
things?
a fast, like one of the fastest boat lifts on the market.
Does he do things for houses?
He just does the boat
just
docks.
boat docks.
That's what I thought. I thought it was just boat docks. Bruce, appreciate you, man. We're gonna send you a check in the mail. But yeah. So the big thing is Rock the South. What you think about it, Jesse?
I'm excited, dude.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was reading. Somebody says Johnny from Coleman Sports Cards.
Yeah, that's him, Johnny. I forgot his name, but Johnny from the Sport Card Coleman Sport Cards thing. He's really good. He's a really cool dude, and he does really fair prices. You go in, you can tell him, like, hey, this is priced on this website for this much, and he'll either match it or he's really good with it.
Nice.
I like.
So
I
if
like
I find
going
mine, I need to go there.
Yeah.
Johnny's the GOAT, as Chris says. Thank you, Chris. And again, thank you guys for jumping in here and chatting. We really do appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and share the live stream for us. Thank you so much.
Follow Jesse Priest, man.
There you go. Follow Jesse Priest. He will be linked in the comment, or not the comments. He'll be linked below in the description after the video is fully published. I didn't get to a chance to link you below before we started. Again, we wing this. Every time we go live, we are 100% winging it. We have no plan put in place.
No. It's like my wife.
Sit and
My wife
chat.
is like that.
So yeah.
But yeah, Rock the South. No,
Yeah.
I'm super stoked about that. Like, we're super duper excited.
Any rock bands, since there's going to be rock bands there this year that you're excited about?
Actually, I'm pretty excited about some Nickelback and Three Doors Down.
Oh, yeah.
Is
There were
Nickelback
some
going to be
good
there?
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the headliner.
They added rock bands. Because everybody complained about
Somebody
being
told
rock
me
in the
Nickelback
South.
wasn't going to be there.
No, they definitely are.
Because I was going to go for Nickelback 100%.
That's like everybody's favorite
Throwback.
band to hate.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they were good.
They're
man.
so good.
It doesn't matter to me if
Yeah.
people hate. And I'm a big fan of Three Doors Down, and it's crazy, like, sometimes how life like does a full circle moment. Because, like, Justin Biltonen is their bass player. And I was talking with this label folks at one time in Nashville. And so they hooked me and Justin Biltonen up.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and him had done some writing, and FaceTime writings and stuff. So I'm like, that's really cool. And we were supposed to meet them in Panama City. We were down there for Bite Week because they played a couple years ago when we played, but we didn't get around to doing that.
Yeah.
Man, I was when they first announced the Rock the South lineup and whatnot, I was like, I don't remember him saying Nickelback though. I remember him saying Three Doors Down.
Yeah, I
No,
think they've
it's,
been adding some in.
I think it's like the first night, the headliner is Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
The second night is Kid Rock. And then the third night is Nickelback. But I think Three Doors Down is like the band before Kid Rock on the second night.
Yeah.
That'll be a banger.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going this year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you'll be there too. So
Oh, yeah. I don't
We
know.
come hang out on your bus.
I was thinking, I'll be there.
You can put us on the band crew. We can go hang out in the tour bus with you.
Hey, hey, Ebon. Sorry, I haven't I didn't want to be rude and cut people off while they're talking. Hey, Ebon. I got to catch up on the comments.
Catching up on them.
Everybody's saying hey.
Chris says
said
Treaty Oak Revival, baby.
Yeah, Treaty Oak Revival will be there as well.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Oh, yeah, I like them. And I think them Dirty Roses. I don't know.
So it is. There's going to be a bunch of rock bands there this year, huh?
Yeah. And I'm also playing another festival before Rock the South. It's called the Tennessee Motorcycle and Music Revival.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty excited about it, too. It's in May.
Where's that one at?
It's at Loretta Lynn's Ranch.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be nice.
God, what is that town called? Hold on, I think I got it right here. Hurricane Mills, Tennessee.
Okay.
But them Dirty Roses will be there. Paul Cawthron, and then like, if there's any TikTok people out there that are in love, like,
yeah,
the Hannah Dasher lady, she's gonna be there. I think she's real big on the talk tick.
On the tackers.
On the ticker talks.
Yeah, yeah. we had a speaking of TikTok, we had a few TikTokers come through here and bought a building. They bought a building for their she shed, or I don't know how you say it, but they're making a content shed out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're gonna like do their content. And she was like telling us about how much money they're making. She said they was pulling like $20,000 a month, and their biggest month was like $110,000 that they ever they made. They paid off all their debt, and that's what they're doing is like they were just doing TikTok videos. They're just making TikToks, and that's how they made their money or whatever. Some affiliate program is like paying them a crap load of money and all kinds of stuff. So they had come through and said that, and it like upped everybody's like, I don't know, creativity around here. So like even Cody was out there like making TikToks. Yeah. He was like trying to make it, I was like, okay.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how this stuff works either. Like, I became a TikTok creator. Mm-hmm. So like I get stuff from the TikTok shop for free sometimes to like review.
I do too.
They sent me, this blows my mind still. They sent me like this $250 ice maker.
Yeah.
And then
dang, that's awesome.
My wife was wanting one of those flossers, like the water jet flossers.
Yeah.
So I tried to get one of those, and they denied my request. And it's only like $20. So I bought her one for Christmas anyways.
We got like the viral vacuum.
Oh yeah.
We got that.
Oh,
they sent that to us. They sent.
It's wild what they'll send.
Yeah,
you.
it's crazy.
That I got some Himalayan Shilajit.
Yeah.
And like in my video, I said it tastes like pure Himalayan Shilajit because it tastes terrible.
We got the vacuum. We got one of those cat toys that like my cat's scared of it when you turn it on, but we got one of those that like makes noises and stuff. When it's off, she'll tear that thing up, but when it's on, it's like it's death.
I will say the no BS tooth like knobs, I think, or they say it's no BS or whatever.
Yeah,
that stuff's pretty good. We've been using that instead of like toothpaste because it's supposed to be like better, and it has like I forgot what they call it, this hydroxyapatite stuff in it that's like good for your teeth, and I don't know. We've been using it, and it's pretty good stuff.
I don't use TikTok, so I'm out on all of it.
You're out on
I have one for the podcast, so I share stuff every once in a while.
I couldn't believe
I never get on there.
Went this long without TikTok. That is
I just
insane.
don't really know social media.
Oh, the newest thing I got this week was a mishwak stick. Do you know what those are?
No.
I should have brought y'all some. They sent me like a pack of 100 of these, and it's a root that's grown in like, I don't know, somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
But it's kind of what they used to brush their teeth with.
Oh, well, that sounds terrible.
It's like this long, and you trim the end of it, right?
Yeah.
And then you soak it in water for 10 minutes. Trim the end of it, and then you chew on it to release like the fiber bristle, like the bristly like things on the end of it.
Yeah.
and then like you're supposed to scrub your teeth with it.
It sounds like rough.
It tastes like an arse tater. I tried.
I don't know what that is.
Like just a tater.
Oh,
a potato. An arse tater.
Could be worse, I guess.
Yeah,
Like
it could.
you got 100
It could definitely be worse.
But you've got like 100 of them now.
Yeah, and all it says to do is like you just leave it in there and you trim it until you're done with that like
Pick a
root.
new stick.
Thank you, Travis.
Then you got another stick, and I'm like, I got 100 of these. This is probably gonna last me forever because
Well, I guess
I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
I'm not that natural yet.
maybe in the doomsday prepper kit.
Like
Yeah.
I use natural deodorants. I use natural shampoos. I use natural like laundry detergents. Try to be as natural as possible.
I ain't
But,
that natural over
all
here, baby.
natural.
I got putting aluminum on me. You know what I'm saying? If it's, I'll pay for, what is it called? The Kraken. You
Yeah.
know, I use that stuff.
Old Spice.
Yeah, Old Spice, the Kraken. It's pretty good. Smell good.
I'll go up. What is that place in Coleman?
The soap store, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I
Yeah.
went there and I got a bar of soap from them. And I absolutely, this is not to diss the soap store because they're really cool people.
Yeah, it was. That's what we use at home.
Yeah, I grabbed a bar of soap and they're like, this is like super natural. It's like blah, blah, blah. It's got all this stuff in it. And I grabbed that soap and I went to like wash my body with it. And I felt like I was scraping myself with rocks, bro. I was like, I hate this so much. And then there's like little stems and leaves coming off of it and stuff. I was like, I'm just going to throw this stuff away.
Not used to the natural.
I'm not at all. I
natural.
said, where's the Dove at? Give me some of that.
I need my Irish Spring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez. Where's that with the menthol on it? Make me burn.
Oh, let me tell you about
You know
that
about
menthol.
That stuff messed me
I
up a
did
bunch
not.
of times.
Me too.
I'm like,
I did not read the soap bottle, and I applied that to
You know-
sensitive areas.
you know,
And I'm telling
you know when you get the shampoo and it's in there, I'm used to like washing my face with the shampoo, and then my face starts burning. I'm like,
Bro.
oh, this has got the menthol.
Well, that's what they
in
told
it.
me. They're like, it's shampoo, and I'm like, it ain't for sensitive areas.
Yeah,
Because like I
Menthol will
could
get you.
breathe through
Like,
it.
man, did I just get an STD
Yeah.
from this bar of soap?
clear up your sinuses.
Yeah.
That's the
menthol's
cleanest
rough on
I've
you.
ever felt.
Yeah. They used to make was it Axe used to have some that was called like snake peel, and it had like grit in it. Oh, that stuff used to feel so clean after using that.
I'm kind of like Gojo.
Yeah, that's pretty much. It was like
Yeah.
not quite as gritty as that. It had just a little bit of grit in it.
Yeah,
And
no,
I
menthol.
remember using that
Yeah,
because
I-
I mean
I
my
was-
hands stay dirty.
Yeah.
So.
I always felt like, I don't know, when I used the Gojo or whatever, you know, it's gritty.
Mhm.
You know, I always felt weird, like I was like rubbing my hands together with it. I don't know. I hate it. I
Yeah.
hate the
You don't
grit
like it?
feeling. No,
The
I hate it.
the
I
Cresto
kind of liked it.
stuff.
I thought it clean. You know.
I mean, I know it's like super good and it cleans your hands and stuff, but like rubbing that and like, it's
Don't
like
dig
taking a fork and rubbing it across
Oh,
a,
yeah,
like
some of
a
it's rough.
plate.
For
I
that.
don't know.
The
It's-
best stuff I've used is it's like a Cresto stuff. You get like a half gallon, and it's like $30, but it's got like really fine crushed up walnut shells in it.
Yeah.
Man, I'm talking about like you just get a little bit. I keep it in the shower, and your hands will look like brand new. It's
Really?
like the best. And they've even got some that's got like a paint thinner in it for like people that get paints on their hands and stuff, and it'll clean it. I
Huh.
mean, they'll look great. It's expensive, but like I've had the same bottle for like 2 or 3 years
Yeah.
because it just takes a
Dang.
very little amount
Yeah.
to clean you up pretty good.
Well,
But the
2 or
walnut
3
shells
years,
is
that's a
where it's
lot.
at.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
wow.
You just use it on your hands?
Mhm.
That's it? Oh,
Yeah.
I guess that's why you have had
Yeah.
it for 2 or 3 years.
Well, I haven't. I've been working on hot
He's
rods
got a
for a while.
Oh, yeah.
50,
yeah,
50
yeah.
gallon drum in his
Well, I
back.
went to
Yeah.
well, I went to working on hot rods, so my hands stay clean all the time.
He's got it bumping up into this bathroom.
Yeah. So I set it like it was underneath the sink, so I didn't even use it no more. Because building hot rods, you don't ever get dirty.
He yells in there, turn the pump on.
Yeah.
Now you're working on
Got
customers' cars now.
Got the people in the back crushing up the walnut shell. Gotta restock this thing.
Yeah.
You got all your kids out there crushing
Yeah.
walnut shells.
Child
They
labor
get the
laws.
cherries and get the sand in there too.
You get
Squeeze
your
them
homework
out.
done? Yeah, go out there and chop them walnuts.
Yeah,
Make a
freaking-
pie out of them.
Crush it.
I've
get
got
the
like
shells.
I've got a bruise on my chest like this long from I unloaded my motorcycle the other day. I told you we go off the rails here, bro. We like
It's ADD,
we go
ADHD
everywhere.
hyperstorm.
Yeah. I pulled my bike off
Tornado.
my motorcycle. The battery was dead, so I pulled it off the trailer and I was gonna walk it to the shop. And as I was walking, I was like, just I was going downhill a little bit, so I started rolling. So I was just gonna jump on it, and when I jumped on it, the peg broke. And I literally went it was like a motorcycle crash.
He ate it.
Yeah, I ate.
I didn't get to see it.
I
missed it. He ate it.
concrete, brother. It was bad.
You need a ring camera on all angles of your house.
Dude.
This is at the shop.
Yeah, this is on
Then
concrete. Dude, it hit me here, hit me in the mouth, and then
his bike wouldn't start. But then after he crashed it fired right up.
fired right up. Dude. It was
We just had to
ridiculous.
get everything
I was
moving
so
around.
mad about that.
Knocked her loose.
I was like, I cannot believe it just started right up after that.
Then he left it at the shop. So then we're sitting there looking at it. Like,
They wrote it more than me.
We want to ride this thing, but it's like there's no peg on it. So we whittled one out of wood, and it worked for a little while till it broke. So then we found
You
this
don't got a
piece
little
of,
welder or nothing?
well, we found this piece of it was pot metal, the one that broke.
Oh, gotcha.
Pot metal aluminum. It was like cast.
super
it was junky.
cheap.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
So we found like a piece of 90-degree angle and drilled a hole in it and put it on there. It's been holding up pretty good. We've been riding
It's
it.
been holding up
Yeah.
pretty good.
We rode it every day since he's left it.
Yeah, they
One of us will
literally
jump on it and just
What,
ride
what
around
kind
the
of
shop.
bike is this one?
It's like a little Vader 125, like a
Oh,
Honda
yeah.
Grom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Grom, man. Speaking of that,
The Chinese Grum.
my dad's all about these Groms.
Really?
And I told him, I said, I think, my buddy Shawn, he don't live too far now, and he's got one. You think he'd bring it over? I want to see one. I want to ride it. And I'm like, I don't know if he'll let you ride it, but I'm sure he'd come show it to you.
I'd have to come show you.
He probably liked the monkey. The monkeys are cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
yeah.
are really cool. I've got a Grom, the Vader 125, and then I've got a little Ching Chong Chinese scooter, and then it's really cool. It's 50cc. And then I've got
Did you get on Temu?
yeah, pretty much.
That's about like the Grom too.
Yeah, and then I've got 2 Honda Ruckuses, 50cc's,
Nice.
and then the little bitty small 4-wheeler.
I got a Honda 50 from when I was 7 years old still.
You still ride it?
You can. No, I don't.
Need to let me get it.
You could definitely. It's got the fatty tires too. It's
Yeah.
not
That's a
little
good one.
babies.
Yeah, those are the awesome
That's a
ones.
bad machine, dude. Third gear, you whipping it at 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top of the world.
I don't have a big bike anymore. We used to have a.
Cruising.
Yeah, we used to have what was that? I think it was a 1100 at one time.
Yeah.
It was a Yamaha custom. It was a very nice bike.
I got out of riding the big bikes. I've always been about it, riding bikes and stuff. And then got the Honda Grom. Well, my first Honda Groms. I've had 3 of them. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
so I've got my first Honda Grom. Got out of the big bike stuff because I was getting hurt left and right, falling, all kinds of stuff. But got out of the big bike, started getting into the Honda Groms, and I got hurt on the Honda Groms more than I ever did riding bikes.
Really?
Goofed off.
Yeah.
Got more
Oh
careless.
yeah, I guess it's not as
Yeah.
big. And
Yeah, you don't have that engine braking when you do walking wheelies and stuff like that, so it just fall over on you. But yeah, I got hurt more on those than I ever did riding bikes, so I decided to just stop riding bikes and all, and I give it up for I think it was 4 or 5 years, and then I finally was my buddy White, he will talk you into buying, a wheel. That's just how convincing he is. He come up to me, he's like, "Man, I've got an idea." I was like, "What's your idea?" He said, "Let's go buy some mopeds." And I was like, "All right."
It's a great idea.
It's a super great idea. So we went and bought some
life.
mopeds, and then he went back and bought another one, and then I went back and bought the Vader, and we've just been riding the crap out of them.
I've always wanted a moped. My favorite bike I ever had was a 225 Enduro.
Yeah,
God, dude, that thing was so fun.
I had a 250 little Honda Enduro. I've got a video on my old YouTube channel, my Moto Vlog Shawn, of me crashing that thing. I was walking a wheelie on it. She just come on over and laid me on my back.
We would ride 4-wheelers and bikes a lot, and there was a pine forest over by my house.
Yeah.
They just
They're all,
logged it.
spaced out.
If you drove by there, they just logged it. But we would go. They were logging some of it to put power lines through there, and we were driving, or I was driving, and my buddy was on his 4-wheeler, and hit some. You just pop the clutch a little and just ease over him, jump over him.
Yeah.
And whiskey throttled it a little bit. And
we've been there.
I had shorts and Crocs on, and my inner thigh laid on the exhaust. So like I still have a little bit of a
tattoo
bolt
put in there.
Yeah, a little 9/16 bolt burnt on the inside of my thigh. So I'm like, well, let's see, is that a 9/16 or not? Yeah.
Size her up. Nice little gauge on there.
Yes,
that's what size that is.
And the worst part was the ride home.
With it burnt.
Yeah, because it was maybe not even a quarter of a mile from the house, and like, God, the air.
Yeah, blow it on it.
I don't want to. Well, I probably should have got skin graft, but I just. My mom had one of them giant aloe vera plants, so we just cut them leaves off and oozed it on there for days.
We got one of them. My cat keeps eating it.
Your cat eats it?
It's like so dead, deformed looking. Yeah, it gets in there and like chews on it and messes with it, and it's like it looks terrible now. It's growing all kinds of funky, from like pieces breaking off, and
those are a good thing to have though.
Yeah, we try to keep it alive just for burns and stuff.
Not cats. The aloe vera plant.
Damien, he had one of those little. It wasn't a street and trail. It was a. It was a 650, wasn't it? No,
it was a KLX.
It was a DRZ 400 SM.
It was a big one though for the first bike ever.
It was my dream bike. Bro, it was my dream bike. And
he traded that Miata for it, didn't he?
Yeah, he pulled up on it. Damien doesn't know how to ride bikes, right? At this point, you remember this, Dylan? Did
I have the Supermotos at the time?
Yes.
I had 250 Supermoto, and then he had a Ching Ching.
Yeah, a little Ching Chong. I love those Ching Chong bikes.
Like
I'll tell you what,
missing like half the spokes on the back wheel.
Yeah, it was great.
It's still riding
it. But it was like a little 200 thing. It was pretty cool. But Damien pulled up in my freaking dream bike, bro. It's like the bike I've always wanted. And he pulled up and he was like, I said, Damien, do you even know how to ride? How did you get here? And he was like, oh man, this is, he said put it in gear, and I drove it here, and like I think it was like third gear all the way here.
Yeah.
And pulled up at the house. He's like, how do I ride? I was like, well, you just be careful, because if like you're holding the throttle, when you let out of the clutch, you'll go. So like if you need to like stop, let up on the throttle, or you'll whiskey throttle into something. And he's like, all right. So he like let out the clutch and whiskey throttled straight through Dylan's bushes.
It's intense. Then he wanted to go riding. Like he wants to go riding.
Yeah.
Let's go riding. Let's go ride some roads and stuff. So we went down 91. Went out down 91, like all the way out to Bug Tussle. We started riding down 91. And he didn't make it very far.
No, he freaking
he went into the guardrail.
Yeah,
he ate it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
he ate it.
Yeah. He slid straight in under a guardrail with that bike, and then my buddy
toasted it.
I won't say his name. Well, I mean I won't say his last name. My buddy Leitner was freaking out because this is like traumatic to him, I guess. But he was freaking out, dude, and he was like, "We gotta call an ambulance." And Damien's like, broke his ankle when he done it. This is how bad it was. Damien was like, no. He's like limping over there and like pulling the bike out. He's like, you know how much an ambulance is? Damien's about it, dude. He jerked the bike out from under the guardrail, stood up on a broke ankle. He's jumped on the bike. He said, let's go home. Yeah. And I took him to the hospital after we got home. He rode all the way back, and he was like shifting with his
like
heel.
His only vehicle, too.
Yeah.
Traded his only vehicle for it. You're like a Miata.
First night, just crashed it.
Yeah.
Insane.
I had a buddy like that one time. Took me all the way with him to go get a motorcycle. We get there, he's like, you going to drive it home?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know how to ride them.
It sounds
then
like
why are you going to buy it?
Sounds like Oakley buying Shawn's Mustang.
Yeah.
I don't know how to drive a manual car. He just bought that Mustang for
and
him.
it's not, this like, it wasn't like a normal, like, us go like, a 125 or like a dirt bike. It's a Hayabusa. So like,
Oh my
Lord.
I'm like, you want to die?
That's not what you start out with.
Yeah, exactly.
Get you a dirt bike or a little bitty bike, like a Grom. That's a good one to start out on.
Yeah.
Go to Tractor Supply and buy one of them toy ones.
Freaking Hayabusa.
One of them
bro.
pull ropes motorcycles. That's what you need.
He's like, well, just because
Trails.
everybody in the world was buying them at the time, like this is,
Popular.
Yeah.
maybe like 2009.
It's 2000,
Something
2000
like that.
2008, 2009. They were very popular, especially in town. There was a bunch of people.
Yeah, let's go get this Hayabusa. Like, I was like, okay, cool. I'll
Yeah.
I'm driving my truck, and you gonna drive it home?
Think you tried?
No,
But yeah,
I don't want to. I don't want you to buy it.
Yeah.
He didn't. Luckily, thank God. I talked him out of it.
Ride us home.
Yeah, dude, that would be insane.
Take this to my house if you're on. Make me ride it.
Yeah.
Keep it over there and ride it all the time.
Yeah. Well, I had another buddy that went out. I haven't talked to him in a few years.
Yeah.
Bought a, I think it was some kind of Harley Davidson. It was like a 900 or something.
Yeah.
Comes over to my house to show it to me, and then wants to know if he can keep it in the, if we can unload it and keep it in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah. Oakley, I was having like a little get together on New Year's, right? We was out there drinking, have a good time, and I get a little tipsy when we out there drinking, especially at New Year's and stuff. And Oakley come over and he gets a little tipsy. And he's like, "Man, just sell me this thing." I was like, I'll sell this porch if it wasn't attached to the house. Like, if you want it, buy it. I don't care. Show me some money. He said, "I'll go to the bank tomorrow if you're serious." Well, all right. We'll go to the bank. Tell me what they say. That man showed up on my doorstep the next day with $15,000 ready to buy my Mustang. I was like,
Didn't
"You
even know how
got to
to
be
drive.
kidding me, bro." And he said, Can you bring it to my house?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like,
Which one was that? Like an older Mustang?
No,
No,
it
that
was
blue
the,
one.
Yeah, my little grabber blue Mustang.
Oh, the one that you.
My one I just
Yeah.
had.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I
Good.
sold it.
I didn't know you'd already got rid of.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I wanted to keep it, but
Let's talk about the police car.
oh yeah,
I'm digging that.
I traded a Glock for it.
That's crazy, dude.
A Glock 43X with just a
Yeah.
few attachments.
You want something back?
He thought
Has it got cop lights?
It's
Yeah.
got everything.
Does it?
the radio.
We need that for a music video. If you can
We can
music
do it,
video,
son.
okay, cool.
That would
It's
be
got
sick.
sirens, got everything.
Got
Surprised he
it.
ain't got in trouble for it yet.
Yeah, I'd be.
He put all the little antennas on
I
it.
don't ride down the road and do. I don't ride down the road and act like I'm pulling people over. But we, I cruise
in
by.
parking lots and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be saying hey to everybody, be like, "Whoop whoop." Like, cruise on by.
Yeah.
The,
He thought it was a scam. He's like, I'm getting scammed for this.
It was
thing.
in Tennessee.
There ain't no way.
Shout out Travis. Travis, he hooked up his gooseneck trailer and drove his truck up there with me, and I rode with him. And it was like a 2-hour drive there, and I was like, me and Travis in the truck debating. I was like, man, this guy's gonna be like, man, I need like $4,000 boot to get this car because it was it's
nice.
pictures. It was nice.
Yeah.
And so we get up there and Travis, we pull up in the guy's yard. He comes out. And Travis is like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna ask for boot 100%. You bring a Glock, bro. You're bringing a 9mm Glock." So we get out, start walking up to him, checking out the car. He's like, "Here's the title." I was like, so I laid the gun, down on the trunk and opened it up. He literally he didn't pick it up or nothing. He just looked at it and closed it. And he was like, "That's what I want." That was it.
He's like telling him all the upgrades he's done. I spent a couple $1,000 putting tune up on the motor, got new tires on it, and all this stuff. He's just telling him how much money he's blowed on this thing.
And I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
and then he's like, "Oh, it's a good trade."
I think I had like $700 in the whole gun. I was like,
That's insane.
yeah. And I was like, "Can I drive it down the road?" And because I told him I thought it was a piece of junk. So I come up there to initially get the car to jump it or do something.
Yeah.
And for a YouTube video or whatever. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you can take it down the road, drive it. Thing drives perfect, runs perfect.
It's insane.
Nothing's
Yeah.
wrong with it." And we loaded up on the trailer, just in awe, and strap it down. We get away from the guy's house. I'm looking at Travis. I was like, this is unbelievable. This is the trade of the year right here. This is crazy.
I remember when you posted on Facebook, you were like, just did the deal of the century.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
I'm like, you definitely did.
And the guy was he was going to the academy for, to be a cop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like an active firefighter, and his dad was on the police force and stuff like that. So, like, they were, they're cops. They, and they sold me the car like it sits. I mean, sirens and everything in it. I was like,
so in 2 weeks, I'm going to call you.
all right.
I have my step babies with me.
Nice.
And I'm gonna need you to pull one of them over.
You can't say that right now. We're not doing this on private property.
Yeah, it's private property. What are you talking about? My whole compound's private property. Over there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how I can buy the road back.
Yeah.
Done made it a county road?
I'm trying to.
How many times, let's see. Anyone, let's see. How many times is he say it was the trade of the year? I could have throat punched him. Yeah, we were on our way back, and I was like, bro, I cannot believe this. Like, every time we get out and get gas, I'd be like,
looking at it.
Yeah, I'd be like, dude, you see this?
Such a good deal.
Yeah, it was awesome. Super awesome. Good little car. I drive it. I'll be driving it every day this week because my Jeep drinks fuel. I mean, it cost me like $20 a day to drive that dang Jeep, dude.
That's a Crown Vic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's got that big V8 in it, turbo?
It gets like, I calculated.
Not turbo.
No, it's not turbo. It's just a V8.
Oh.
It just hopped up.
It gets like, I want to say 19 miles a gallon or something.
I think mine gets around 20.
But my Jeep gets 13 miles a gallon with the 35s and stuff on it. So it's definitely a lot better on gas.
I don't even think my mini wagon out there gets good. Definitely not. My Avalanche gets phenomenal gas.
Yeah.
But it's got a 30-gallon gas tank on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what got phenomenal gas mileage
tank.
you would never think would? My Mustang.
Really?
It got 30 miles a gallon.
For real?
And it had a full, it was a 5.0 with all bolt-ons, loud as crap. Like with the Corsa exhaust. 30 miles a gallon. Crazy. But I was driving, 157, 278 to here because I live in Holly Pond.
Yeah.
Cruising it.
Yeah, I was just cruising like on cruise control. So it was like 30 miles, 29, 30 miles a gallon, which was crazy.
Yeah.
I felt like I never put gas in it.
I got a Bronco, and you felt like you put gas in it. Not enough.
Yeah. Drinks it when you crank it.
Got a little hopped up 351 in it. So
pull out the gas station, need to pull in another.
The Jeep needs a gear swap, and it needs 456 gears. Absolutely. That would be so awesome.
What year's your Bronco?
89.
I can't remember what year mine was. I think it was 86. It was a 306 though cylinder. That's 5 speed.
Eddie Bauer or just like straight up?
Yeah, regular old beater.
He
Bronco.
loved that Bronco.
One of the Gambler videos I took it
Yeah.
because I didn't have nothing else. So I was like a recovery vehicle, and I rode around with them, and we straightened out the Subaru shocks on it a couple times. Shawn,
he was
like, here
so mad at me.
Here we are at the Gambler. Everybody's starting to leave. Shawn goes to tabletop, freaking launches the thing, and just all the shocks just fold up on that thing. And he's like, everybody's leaving to do the Gambler, and we're not even left the home base, and he's done killed all these shocks. And they're all like, right where they bolt up, it's like buckled them. So I tied a chain around the top of the tires, snatched them on my Bronco, and just pulled them back out on like all the corners, and then we took off. Just did the Gambler. And then he come back, and then he did it again, and then we parked it after that because it got all of them good. Yeah. He launched it.
I
he
love
sent it
Broncos.
flying. The old Subaru.
I've been contemplating selling it. I put a lot of work into it. And I had a guy hit me up, and he was like, yeah, man, I want to see. So I did the whole video thing, the sexy door unlock.
Yeah. Across the grill.
Yeah, and then you close it.
Yeah.
It does that nice. Eddie Bauer. You see these seats?
Yeah.
They got mountains and trees on it. It's tan interior. Bronco.
2000 Camry for the win. or we do a Hemi swap in your dreams, Travis.
Hemi swap
Ain't
on
no
what?
way.
Your
His
Jeep?
Jeep. Yeah. You could.
No,
I don't like anything Chrysler, but you could do it.
I love my Jeep the way it is.
Just LS swap it.
Yeah, I know, right?
LS swap it.
We'll do that.
I wish everybody and their mama talk about LS swap.
Yeah, Dylan was so mad at me.
Used to do a lot of 'em.
You could tell it in the video when I jumped that Subaru, because I launched that Subaru. I launched it. Probably I would. I'm surprised.
Yeah, jumped the razors and stuff.
Yeah,
That last time he did.
There was a turbo.
Voice in it.
Yeah, there was
It
a
was-
turbo Maverick Razor jumping, and I was third gear pinned in that Subaru, all-wheel drive Subaru wagon, just. It's just, I mean, it was struggling to just like stay straight.
What jumped great though.
Yeah,
It
and
just
it would
bent
just
all
like
the shocks
soar.
when it landed.
Yeah, it would just soar.
It was
bro.
pretty toasted after that. They just put it on the trailer.
It
But
was so
the
cool.
first time it took the snorkel off because we had a snorkel on it, and then he jumped it. When it landed, it broke. We had a PVC pipe snorkel up the side, and it was kind of like zip tied and stuff, and it just went
It's all
flying off.
redneck.
It come off. It functioned though. It was a pretty good
Yeah,
snorkel kit,
it was
but
good. We had
broke.
we had it glued
It went flying
and
off.
everything. Yeah, but it first landing, the G-force that I had coming down, everything that was like bolted to that car come off. It was bad.
Yeah, we put a lot of work in that thing.
Yeah,
That was one
it
of the
was
ones
fun,
we
though.
did most work to it. We put a lift. We had lift blocks on it, like a 3-inch lift, and then we cut the muffler off.
Straight out the gate.
Yeah,
Messes it
put
up.
a PVC pipe, snorkel, and cut it out the fenders and stuff to clear the tires. They had brand new tires on it, like some meaty tires,
Yeah,
and it didn't like the gearing. The gearing wasn't good for the bigger tires
No.
because you couldn't like climb nothing. You had to be pretty much pinned because it didn't want to crawl. It had to be going. So
yeah.
then we killed reverse. That first gambler got stuck in a mud hole, and reverse was going after that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I
it
forgot
had
about
no more
that.
reverse. Then we
Totally,
jumped
I
it.
totally forgot it.
CRX or a Civic pulled us out. It was a little Honda Civic. It
Mm.
looked like a CRX. He made the truck bed in the back, and it had like a CRV all-wheel drive conversion. He took the CRV rear diff and motor and stuff and made it all-wheel drive. And he had like a tow strap. He was like kitted up in that thing. He pulled us out of the mud hole. They said I could make it through it. I didn't make it through it. I got stuck. Then he come around. Like everybody's like, we're here. Like it's stuck in this mud hole and like nobody's around. And all of a sudden you see like cars way over there making a turn and none of them's coming our way. And I guess he saw us and come back and pulled us out.
Yeah,
It was still at Stony too.
it was fun.
Yeah, those were fun. That was one of the funnest gambling cars.
We're gonna do another gambler one day. It's the Alabama Gambler ain't really a thing anymore,
Mm.
and the other ones are like Tennessee, and then
Yeah,
the
far
original
off.
one is like they're pretty far off. So we're if we do anything, it's gonna have to be like an event that we put together
Yeah.
and
I'll do some music for it.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
And
Make a festival out of it.
yeah, we have to do. We need some I really want some property. That's what I want. I'm trying to like lease or buy some property this year, so that we can do like stuff like that and have like full events. And
Yeah, I think the Hoop DX would be fun.
the Hoop DX would be
Maybe
super
do like
fun.
a small little kind of gambler style run around a park, and then but the Hoop DX looks really fun.
Yeah, you just come in with like, just
Whatever.
regular old vehicles and race them.
Yeah, you seen the Hoop DX?
Mm-hmm.
Super
Just
sick.
autocrossing it with dailies,
Yeah, daily driven
minivans.
cars.
Bring minivans.
They said the other day somebody was wanting to do something new at the Bayleton drag strip. They were wanting to do like
Oh, yeah, as a drive, like you drive, race,
Yeah.
drive, race.
Yeah,
I think they were wanting
Yeah,
to do
Russ.
something cool.
I
Russ was
seen.
talking about
Yeah,
doing that.
I seen Russ post something about that. Oh, you think they're gonna do it?
I don't know.
He said he wanted to be the first, right?
Yeah, something about I want to be
Yeah,
the first.
around there.
Yeah.
Because Cletus, I guess, just did one and seemed like it went well. So
I
he
sent
wanted to do
you
one.
123 acres for 1.8 million.
Good
Yeah,
deal,
if you'll-
man.
If you'll go in halvesies, brother,
Halvesies.
Yeah.
we'll get it.
I know that we used to go riding not far from the house, a place called The Bluff.
Yeah,
But I don't know who owns that or anything anymore, but it used to be a killer. Like, I don't know that you could do a gambler, though, because
Yeah, because gambler, you gotta have a good drive. The first one was
This-
probably the best, favorite one to me.
you would have to definitely bring some A-game drivers.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, we used to do it in four-wheelers and stuff, and it's fine on four-wheelers. But it's not really
cars.
and side-by-sides is fine. But you start trying to do vehicles down there, it's not.
Subaru did good. It was all drive, so we got lucky.
You're going to be pulling stuff out with a backhoe.
Oh, yeah. We had our first Gambler was pretty good. We had the Subaru going, and then we went a pretty good bit of spots that were off-road, and some of them pretty wild. I know the old big white G20 van that got beached down there out by the creek bed.
Yeah.
There was like a section you go through, it's off-roading. At the very end, you come out onto the beach, like on a bank of the creek is a beach, is sand. And then you come back around. There's the G20 two-wheel drive van, and he just got way out in there, just stuck. And then his buddy tried to pull him out in his Honda Civic, and he got stuck out there on the beach. So I got out there in the Subaru, and I freaking it was shooting all four rooster tails, just whipped it around that corner. I made it. And then one of the guys that runs the Florida Gambler was there with us, and he had a winch and a Jeep, just Jeep Wrangler. So he winched himself to a tree, and he winched him. We tied the Jeep to the tree, and the winch to the Honda, and the Honda to the van, and then pulled them all out together. Yeah, but yeah, that was a fun one.
That was fun. My favorite one was where we had the what do you call it? The Focus that I have now in my garage. We had that Focus, and we went to I think it was Talladega Forest. Is where this one was.
I missed that one.
That was so fun because we traveled forever. It seemed like, I mean, it was forever, and it was like clay, slushy roads. Like it was gross, but it was so fun. Like Josh,
is that the one with the airport hangars? Like,
trying to think.
Like the in-ground bunkers.
I don't think it was.
There's some kind of off-road park out there. It's got like.
Oh no, not that one. We
Okay.
wasn't there. Top Trails.
Top Trails.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the one that's got the underground bunkers.
Thanks, Travis. We were down Talladega Forest, and they had just planned a route through it, and it was super fun. But it was so slick. Like Josh was like sliding down the hill in his truck and hit me. I've got like a video of it on my YouTube. He like slid down the hill and like bumped into the which I mean the Focus has been cut up and beat up and all kinds of stuff, so it didn't matter. But he was in his daily driver and he like slid into me, and I was like, "Sorry, brother, I ain't got insurance." You know. But that was super fun because it was like the Focus was like just, I don't know, man. It was like getting stuck everywhere, but it was like if you had momentum, you'd make it. But it was like you'd be driving and turning left, and you'd be just going straight. You know? But that was a super.
It's like some of that peanut butter mud.
Yeah, that's what it was.
It was the worst kind.
Yeah, it was awful.
We went to Wheeling in the Country up in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I had a 16-foot trailer with like 3 4-wheelers on the back.
Yeah.
And a 2-wheel drive. You remember my old maroon Chevy?
Yeah.
Had my old maroon 2-wheel drive extended cab, and it was loud. You know, I had some loud exhaust on it. Yeah. And my buddies they're like, "Hey, you're probably not gonna make it up that hill, like even to get to the campsite." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we'll get to that hill, and we'll make it up that hill." I pinned that thing for all it was worth, man. We made it up, barely to the top, but
yeah. Slinging dirt, rooster
dirt.
Tails, everything else.
We were
had
dumb
to wash
kids.
the 4-wheelers off when you got to the top. Well, 4-wheelers done dirty.
You gotta clean it up.
Get on up there.
My work phone's going off constantly for some reason. But yeah, we had a ton of fun. I think the only time that we're ever going to see something like that again, because I think that time has come and gone, but is if we put the event together and we do it, because the guy that was running the Gambler is just, I feel like he's too busy to do anything now, and they're doing like a bunch of traveling and stuff like that. And then the guy that's got a hold of the Gambler is not very good at like the communication of the Gambler and stuff like that. So as far as I know, he may be a good candidate for it, but as far as I know right now, I don't think he's a very good candidate
Nothing
for
going
it.
on.
Yeah. As far as I know,
Let's
they
do
don't
something.
have anything.
Let's
I'm
get
down.
rolling.
Yeah, I'm down to do
I'm
something.
game.
'Cause
I think we
warming
need to do
up.
the minivan thing.
Yeah, I just want to make some content. So,
That's me.
so I'm down.
Even if we keep it somewhere, like at Stony or something like that.
Yeah.
Just keep the event there. Not
I
get too
did.
far off.
Now I did, and this is not to
Do
like
some checkpoints.
this is not to diss Stony or anything like that, but I did present them with an idea for an event, and they turned the idea down for legal reasons or for insurance purposes or something like that.
Yeah.
That's perfectly understandable on their end because
Oh yeah. I mean, I guess you got to kind of look at it from
from their
business
perspective and stuff
standpoint,
like that.
yeah.
And they said that we could like use it as a campground and ride there if we wanted to, but we couldn't have like a full-fledged event like going on up there. I was like, oh, that's all right. That's
There's
cool.
a bunch of off-road parks though. Like there's one in South Alabama. I think it's called like Bama Fest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been there.
You know,
There's one in have you ever been to the one in Jacksonville?
what is it?
I don't know the name of it, but it's like free to ride. It's on an honor system, so like you go there, you
Oh
pay
yeah,
money.
kind of like
and stuff.
Bankhead.
Yeah.
Used
Yeah.
to be. I don't know if they still are.
I don't know if Bankhead's still rolling or not.
I haven't been out there in years.
We haven't went since we got kicked out that one time.
I almost made it to that event. So me and Dylan and Josh went to Bankhead on our Honda Groms, and then Dylan and a whole crowd went. But I had crashed my Grom right before, like we were headed to Bankhead, and I crashed my Grom out, like right before we on the ride there, and I got whiplash, so my head was like falling backwards, and so I had to go to the hospital for it and all that, and
That's
and
not
so
funny.
yeah, it sucked. So I didn't get to go on that ride, but they got caught at the gate. And
Yeah, we had a whole crew of people went and rode the trail. They got the 4-wheeler trails and
Mhm.
stuff like that. We had a whole crew, like some out-of-towners and stuff come up, and we just all went and rode the trails.
Denied you.
Yeah. We went and rode through the trails, and we come back out, and there's like a park ranger like right there at the gate when we come out. And there's like people riding there when we come in. And he's like, this park's closed, the gate's closed and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, we really didn't know. We just kind of come in off the side road and stuff like that. And it's like $5,000 fine for every person here if you get caught out here. And because they're trying to let it regrow some and restore the nature of the area before they reopen the park and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, just don't give us a ticket. It's expensive.
Yeah, $5,000 for
Yeah.
everybody.
yeah, that's that.
Hey,
I
you
thought
built
that
a whole
was
new park
crazy.
with
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
It's like, geez, yeah, we didn't ever get to go back there. So
I would have had to freaking sue them or something.
I'd have never let off the throttle.
Yeah.
Well, they were on Groms.
Always on Groms.
Yeah. They have like a
We
max
coulda-
speed
You're
of
going to have to
have-
run me over, I guess.
they have like a max speed of 60.
hit one of the off-road trails.
Yeah.
That
Oh
was-
yeah,
see,
you totally could do that.
You know, that used to be the thing, too. Never mind.
What?
Just riding around.
Not that we ever done that, but
Allegedly.
allegedly running from the police was fun back in the day. Like,
I didn't know you was gonna say that.
allegedly.
Yeah.
You know, when we were kids,
Yeah.
that was like every
Sneaking
weekend
around.
event.
They probably wasn't even chasing us sometimes. But
Yeah, they might have
we
just.
still pretend.
Yeah.
I got chased tons of times on 4-wheelers. I mean, we would drive because I don't know.
I never. We rode dirt bikes and 4-wheelers all over Holly Pond on the streets. We
Yeah.
never got messed with.
Oh
We
well,
got
no,
stopped
we
at
went. We
Bankhead.
rode in
and
Coleman.
we was in
a lot.
cars.
Oh no, I never rode in Coleman.
We rode from Holly Pond to Coleman,
Oh no, I never did that.
and then rode around Coleman.
We rode the go-karts around Holly Pond.
Yeah, we rode go-karts
from his
around Holly
house.
Pond.
We went like all the way down to like the old Lee plant. We'd ride around the parking
Yeah.
lot, like
No, you
down
really don't,
278
like,
and
in the-
everything.
That was what we were kind of talking about the other day,
Mhm.
on the Coleman thing. On Coleman TV, we were talking about county kids. We never, as long as you're,
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Just
never
being
got in trouble.
kids
Yeah.
we never really
get warnings
got
or whatever.
hassled.
Like I was doing, I
You
did.
can't ride that on the road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was doing donuts on my 4-wheeler because I had like a little Raptor. We was doing donuts like under the red light in Holly Pond, and
Mhm.
I would like there's cops who were sitting at the park like just watching us. We
Oh, yeah.
never got in trouble.
Yeah, we got stopped at the fairgrounds one night.
Oh, that was fun.
Me and Shawn hit his Camry, and his Camry didn't have reverse, and he jumped in. I had my Cavalier, I guess, at the time. We was like riding around doing like J turns and all that in the parking lot, and we went to leave, and we'd have got boxed in. There's like 4 or 5 cops boxed us in leaving the fairground. I was like, oh god, we're in trouble now. And then he stopped, and he like got her driver's license and stuff. Of course, Shawn's license was suspended, so his mom had to come pick him up. And he come up and he complimented my J-turn. He's like, "Yeah, pretty good J-turn." He's like, "You're just being kids." And he's like, he went out there and they like drove around out there and it was a little bit damp and stuff. And he's like, "Y'all really didn't tear up the grass or nothing." He's like, "We're just over here looking for people that were doing drug deals in the parking lot out there."
Yeah.
He's like, they were trying to catch people doing drug deals. And we were just kids goofing off, and they was watching us the whole time. Like, you know.
Yeah, they're out there. They've been standing
Like,
out there for a few hours, and you guys screwed their whole sting operation.
Yeah. So he just complimented my J-turn. He let us go. He let me go. No ticket or nothing. I was like, hey.
That's so fun.
Complimented my J-turn. I've been pulled over. Then we got behind a student driver coming from Holly Pond, me and Shawn. We're like weaving side to side behind the student driver and hitting the blinkers and goofing off. There comes a cop like a couple miles down later, pulled us over. He's like, "Y'all ain't drinking or nothing, are you?" I'm like, "No, we don't have nothing in here." He's like, "We was messing with that student driver," and he just laughed and let us go.
Yeah.
Been pulled over a bunch.
Yeah,
Goofing off.
that's the biggest thing. Like, I don't know. I think as long as you're not like a jackass to people, they're not gonna.
Yeah, or as long as you're sober, really, just goofing off.
Actually,
fun.
you know, and that's the thing too. Like, I respect law enforcement.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
As long as you're not a jack to me, I'm not gonna be a jack to you.
Yeah.
But I do tend to have authority issues. You know.
Yeah.
And allegedly.
I've never been. I've gotten pulled. I used to get pulled over which is super crazy. But I used to get pulled over all the time, and every time I get pulled over, they would search my car. Isn't that crazy?
Buy a minivan.
Suspicious ginger, or like the Granny Getter. The Granny Getter was a good one.
Yeah.
When I had it, or these cars like my Marquis, man. I don't get pulled over.
Oh,
Pop
dude.
all driving that thing.
Dude, in this car, dude, I could do 85, 90 down 278 and 157. Nobody blinks an eye. Like, I'm just flying. Everybody thinks it's a cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's a cop. Nobody, I've not got checked up yet. Like, I was doing 90 this morning, and I passed the state trooper. Never checked up. Just kept going.
Punching it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Need to slow down, man.
The mini wagon, dude. I'm telling you.
It's a good little.
Get another one.
It's a grocery getter. Like, you know, I guess they think soccer mom's late. You know.
Oh, yeah. You know what? You know what gets by cops and stuff? Keystone trucks, brother. Like the
Cooking it.
Yeah, the Keystone trucks that deliver automotive parts. I used to work at Keystone and was a driver there. Me, Seth, Chris Pitts, everybody. Dude, we would do like 90 mile an hour in those trucks. Never, like, cop never checked up. Nothing. It was crazy. You could, like, I don't know, you could get away with a bunch of stuff in a Keystone truck.
I bet if you drove for Dunkin', you'd get pulled over.
Yeah. They just pull you over to get a donut from you.
Yeah.
Donuts in the back.
Fresh ones.
Fresh one. Get back
Smelled
there,
them.
Yeah. Well, this has been awesome.
Yeah.
I know, like I told you, we get off the rails when we do this, when we do these podcasts. So
Here we talk about music, but we only touched on that a little.
Well, hey,
We'll save it for next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll get you in. Thank you, Corey. Corey said it was a great episode. It's just like Corey's episode. We had like a subject line on Corey's episode, and we ended up barely touching that subject.
Did
line.
aliens? I wore my full hat and everything, and we barely talked about aliens.
Yeah. You're just sitting there in
I
the
sat
full
there with
hat.
a full hat. It started hurting my head and everything. I'm like, man, it was like 2 hours too. We went a long one.
Yeah,
it was a really good
wild.
episode. It was just, got off the topic a touch.
Well, Jesse, where can people find you at?
Social media everywhere. Facebook.
And everything will obviously be linked down below as soon as I get as soon as the videos gets published.
I try to post a pretty good bit on the Talk Tick.
Yeah.
And then I need to start again, but I used to do called Living the Dream on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of my everyday life.
Like a vloggish
Yeah,
style.
kind of living,
Doing the laundry.
Because I think I'm living my dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, there's a lot of things that people don't realize that go into all this if you're just trying to make it, on your own.
I would be super interested in, you should do like a more more vlogish style content on your YouTube channel, because I'm very interested in that stuff.
I did. I think there were like 10 episodes, and then I got like super sick and kind of had to quit doing them for a while. So I've not done one. I don't even think I've posted anything on YouTube in a year.
Yeah.
But,
so I was doing some vlogs. I'm kind of going through some stuff in life right now, and with like my relationship and stuff like that. So I haven't posted a vlog since the subathon, I think. So I think that's when I don't know. Maybe I have. I don't know. We are cleaning stuff up. That's why we're building like a studio at my house too, and stuff like that. So we're working on getting back into. I'm gonna start posting vlogs here soon. I just got to get everything leveled out in life, and then I'll be able to do it.
Oh, that's me too. We're working on a music video, and we finished one song. We finished another one this Wednesday. Hopefully we finish 2 this Wednesday, so we'll have
for a new album.
No, we're just gonna release 3 new singles.
Yeah,
try to build some hype for
Rock
the South.
Oh yeah, so that'd be sick.
Make them go big.
I hope so.
You'll be on Yoder's Talk pretty close to Rock South too. Yeah. So that'd be really cool.
I'm excited for that too.
Oh yeah.
I like doing podcasts. I got to be on like Fancies Unfiltered, and I'm part of Mike Coleman TV, and then y'all had me here.
We'll have you on our second season as well.
Yeah.
Like I said, me and Dylan are gonna build a studio over there, and we're still like indecisive on what we want to do. So, but we'll have it built for season 2. It's gonna be really cool, and then we're gonna implement that studio into the new subathon that we're doing. We'll get you in on the subathon too if you want to come in. It's gonna be really fun.
Hopefully, it won't be as cold.
Yeah,
that was a bad time. It was so cold. His garage wasn't insulated very well.
I caught Dylan on there. I don't know where you were at, but I came in. He was sitting there.
He was talking to chat.
Yeah.
I know. I was rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah.
I got all the viewers.
For a minute.
Yeah,
they kept spiking when I got there and just sitting by myself, one-on-one with the camera, and they'd go up. right when it went dead, too. I did it again. They was like going to sleep. I'm like, I'm going to stay awake as long as I can, and we'll let them sleep. And as soon as they get up, I'll just take off and go home, because it wasn't much left in the morning to do. And I'm like, I'll just let them wrap it up in the morning. I'll just keep chat going and keep talking and stuff. And I started talking, and chat started picking up, and then the freaking computer crashed. I'm like, dang it. I'm time to go home. So I just loaded up. I was like, let's call it. We went 24 hours, and it was like 25 hours when it crashed. I was like, that's good. We'll do a bit longer when it's more organized and stuff. Because we kind of ran out of stuff to do. We burned through everything we planned on pretty quick. So
yeah, they were about to do the whole night shift thing again, and it would have been really funny and really cool, but freaking computer crashed. Yeah. But it won't happen next time. This
camera
time,
software.
Yeah, this time it'll be really good. So
ready to roll on that one.
Yep. But yeah, we'll get you in on that subathon. It'll be really really fun, and we've got a bunch of people coming in on it, hanging out with us again, and hopefully this time it'll be a little more.
We can write a song.
Yeah. Do some rap for you or something.
Yeah.
we get my buddy Daniel in. We could go through the whole process of recording a song.
We can add in some sounds, some skateboard sounds, and some car sounds, and
everything in my garage.
It'll be like Stomp. You're rocking and rolling.
Well, Jesse, thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
On a new episode of Thought Process. It was really fun. Again, we just went off the rails, but it's always fun when you go off the rails. So
I agree. Unplanned is better.
Unplanned is always. That's what I try to tell Dylan. Dylan's all the time like, we gotta plan something. I'm like, no,
try to have
bro.
Talking points or something sometimes, but
yeah. We tried to have a talking points last week, and it did not work out.
The only one we really stuck to, I think, was the travel one. I just come up. We was sitting here for like an hour. We're gonna talk about. I was like, talking about just traveling, where we've been, where we want to go, and that one went pretty good. We stuck to the topic. I don't even think we even talked about everything we want to talk about. And it ran for a pretty while. So it went good. So it was, winging it.
Yeah, for
It's nice having the chat though, because you can kind of look and
Corey.
I forgot about the chat.
talk in.
Yeah.
Talk
I was like, I even had my phone right here to like.
Corey's gonna be on next week. He'll be hanging out with us again. Be super unplanned, winging it style every time. We always get out. We always like stop the podcast and we'll get off and we're sitting there talking like, man, we need to like plan the next one. It's like, okay, we'll have it planned, and we never plan it.
Yeah.
It's every time.
I don't have a very good creative mind, so winging it's where it's at.
Yeah. Is Clint coming too? I think so. I'm trying to convince him. I think he's coming as well. So we'll have everybody on there. My boss and Corey. It'd be pretty cool.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, somebody said I need to buy me a razor.
Hey, old Travis. He tried to sell that thing to everybody. He tried to sell it to Clinton.
What kind of razor is it?
I think it's like a.
Message him.
It's got a custom cage on it. It's really nice.
They trade it for a Bronco.
Eddie Power.
Eddie Buyer.
It's got the mountains.
He's tried to sell it to me for the last 2 years. I swear.
Just got rid of the Jeep, so you need a Bronco.
Yeah, I bought the Jeep that I drive now. I bought it from him.
All right, it's a 21 XP 1000 high lifter.
It's nice. I drove it.
Nice.
It's nice. It's fast.
I hear you. Hit me up. Let me know. No. You on a Bronco?
Well, all right. Let's. We're gonna transition off of this episode. Thank you again, Jesse, for
Thank
coming
y'all
on.
for having me.
We'll have you on next season. It'll be really fun.
Y'all can find me anywhere, like I said. Just Jesse Priest Music. Most YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and iTunes, Spotify.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're having a battle with Spotify right now. So.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently they've done some sketchy stuff now that if you don't have, like, if you're not part of the top 19 or 20%, like, your money's gonna be nothing for
Really?
streams.
Sheesh.
That's so stupid.
So I'm thinking about pulling my stuff from Spotify.
That's so interesting.
So I don't know, Spotify, if you watch this,
Yeah,
thank you
the big wigs.
Yeah.
from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Wherever it was at.
Yeah.
Thank you again, Jesse.
Yeah, man.
We will. This is Thought Process with Dylan and Shawn. We appreciate you guys. We will
See ya.
see you guys on the next one. Awkwardly ending stream. Goodbye.